Hey everybody, this is JD Gaming back today with another special opening. This time it is the Korean box of Maximum Crisis. So this is going to be a little more of a lax opening than the TCG boxes because there are 40 packs in this monstrosity, 5 cards per pack. So rarities are different, ratios are a bit different, but there's so many packs to open in here, it's going to take a little bit more time. And I haven't looked at this set that much in general. So while I go, start opening this shrink wrap here, basically my experience with this game, or really things in general, is I'm like a reverse hipster. It's like if I can hipster something, I'll do it. But if people beat me to the punch and something that's popular, I like to wait until the hype cools down because I feel like I can't fully enjoy something that everyone else is enjoying, and then I won't be able to fairly evaluate something. Do I really like it, or do I like it because people tell me it's something I should like? And that's no different with the Zodiac monsters that we had in here. Now that they're finally forbidden, it's time for me to look at this set and actually, what this has in it, which is very unusual because I guess for a long time I'd been keeping up with sets and seeing what new cards are available, but I was kind of keeping away from here. So yeah, look at that beautiful set of 40 packs in here. Like this is awesome. Like I really do like the OCG packs for that reason. So yeah, we're gonna look at this. It's gonna be a bit slower than normal. I'm guessing that's roughly 20-ish packs right here, and then we're gonna open these just for fun. Don't forget, one of the things in here is the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, which is something that I am looking forward to. And we're using our handy dandy scissors here because if you've ever opened Pokemon packs, those are a pain to open. These are even tougher than that. So I just cut the bottom of this off here, and that way we can preserve most of the pack wrapper for future, like, I guess just having the packs, because it's kind of cool having the foreign versions. So right off the bat, we have one of the Zodiac traps. I don't know what this card is, to be completely honest, but I do like the monsters theme of the actual Zodiac. Looks like Laika, or the wolf one. Why don't I remember Laika's name? That's a bit awkward. Being angry at the rooster and the monkey, and then we see like Tiger Mortar bugging the crap out of, it looks like that's one of the Xyz. Yeah, that's like how little I know about these cards. But we have a lot of the True Draco cards are in here too, I guess, like the continuous spell here. We have, this is like the double resonator. But yeah, that's how little I know about this. There we go. We have Laika. Why don't I remember Laika's name in the TCG? I swear I knew the name of this card before I started this opening, and I forgot it as I was doing this. So I do apologize for that. But nonetheless, it's kind of cool that you could see this card is a rare, even though it's normally an ultra in the TCG. So I think that's a really nice touch that we have different rarities. As a collector, I think it's cool just because now I have access to 2 different versions of the card. It's almost like whenever you get a reprint in an OTS pack, you want it to be a different rarity. You don't want another common Unizombie. You don't want, random, just pointless reprints and the same rarity. This card, I believe, was an ultra rare for the the True Draco monsters. And speaking of cards like that, here is freaking Dragonic Diagram as a common. Wow, that's awesome. We have Familiar Possessed Lina, which is really nice, and then a common version of some sort of card. It shows, oh, this looks like a dual terminal story. It looks kind of like a Zephyr monster fighting against either Infernoid Terra, or it might be Terra, like the Sophia-esque god card thingy. And then we see like that crazy Cleafort thing flying in the background, or Zephyr thing flying in the background. I don't know what rarity this card originally was, but I'm pulling these 2 out because they are completely different rarities from the TCG, but they're commons. Lina is pretty cool to see. Just because it's finally legacy support for the Familiar Possessed and Charmer archetype. But yeah, just right off the bat, we opened 2 packs and we already got a Dragonic Diagram. Don't you wish you lived over in OCG land? It's kind of fun. This is like that one Phantom Knights card that lets you make that one rank 2 Xyz. We have a digital bug, which is kind of odd. We have like this thing, I think, is to support the new Spiral Serpent guy. This is a Predaplant monster, and then this is Hammer Kong. I know Hammer Kong's name, and I know this was a common originally in the originally OCG and also in TCG, so that one I'm going to keep there. Why can't I remember? I still don't remember Leica's name, guys. I'm going to try, and by the end of the video, hopefully I'll remember Leica's name. Chakanine, that's it, Chakanine. But yeah, we have Chakanine. And then this is another Phantom Knights card. We have the Equip spell. I think this is the thing that wins you the game if you have like the Spiral Serpent and do some stuff with it. Shenanigans. Then we have Lyrilusk, the Cobalt Sparrow. At least that's what it says in OCG, so don't be mad at me if it's a different name. We have, this is a rare in TCG as well, I remember. It's the, I think it's Ariel of the Necros. So that's pretty cool to see that card here as well. I kind of would have liked to see a card like that in foil, just for the difference. But it looks like it's the same. We have, this one was, I think it was a common in TCG as well, but it's that one True King card. We have Baobaboon as a common. We have the other Lyrilusk monster. This is, well, this is also a sparrow. No, this is a swallow. Yeah, this is a sapphire swallow, it says. We have, I have no clue what the heck this is. So we'll leave it at that. I don't know what it is. And we pulled an ultra rare version of Zark, which looks very, very nice. Ultra rare pendulum fusion monster. Wow, I have not seen anything like this before, so that's very nice. We'll put that here in kind of like an ultra rare stack. And honestly, when we get some more rarities here, we're gonna have to move things, so I'll just do that now in preparation for that. But it's nice to see the cover card in our packs. I think in the OCG boxes you could pretty much expect a copy of the cover card, so it's nice to get that kind of early on. We have the Phantom Knights guy. This is like a crazy version of like that old Firecracker guy. I don't know. He looks kind of like an older card retrained. Then this is like Magician's Right Hand, which I think is a spell stopper. And then we have a digital bug thing. And then, ooh, this looks like he has like, it's a Chinese dragon with the Meowth coin on his forehead. So that's kind of funny. It probably has cultural significance in Japan. I don't think it has any cultural significance in Korea unless it's like a borrowed or an assimilated culture. But it's still interesting seeing that, I guess. We have set rotation. That's really nice. I'm going to pull that out just because that's neat. We have the left hand stop traps. This one is turquoise. Why? Wait, what? Wobbler? What? I don't know. Turquoise wobbler. Maybe that's the name of a bird. I'm not sure. And then we have some sort of like, is this a speedroid? It looks like a speedroid. It says in super tiny text way at the top that you can't even get. It says speedroid. Yeah, it's a speedroid. 56 or 56. Yeah, 5.6 plane. It's literally called Speedroid 5.6 plane, which I guess is kind of like, I don't know, easiest way to make a general reference that I think a lot of people might somewhat remember. Incredibles, you know, you have the mom's going on the plane, says like planes called like 999 or whatever, like using numbers. So I guess there's that there. We'll put the rare here. We have another Dragonic diagram. So already 2 in not even half of the box, which is insane. Not even a quarter of the box. So definitely liking that. We have a DD monster, different dimension monster, demon monster, thingy monster, that theme monster. This one, Mariamne. I don't know what this card is. It looks kind of like a worm monster. It looks really cool. I like the fact that the entire card is foil. OCG has this really nice touch where it is just like glossier. It's kind of like the Euro print of cards, so I do like that. But I have no clue what that card is, so that's pretty nice. I like that. It looks cool. Kind of reminds me of like a spirit monster, so I guess since it's a worm, it makes sense. We have another one of these cards. I like the artwork on cards like this, where they tell a story or just like show the characters interacting. Like this, we need more of in this game. It's fun that way, you know. Or you know, cards like this that show a storyline. We have another lineup. Is this the same pack as before? Nope, but we did get a Predator Plant Scorpio. For Scorpio, so that's very nice. Same rarity, and if you think of it that way, it means that OCG had it as a rare, and then TCG decided to keep it as a rare, and considering how nutty this card is, I think that's really neat that they decided to maintain that and not bump it up. We have another one of the Majesty ladies. We have a common Dragonic diagram, just like before, and then another one of these. So I think this card is the only one that's different. This pack was pretty much that pack from way at the beginning. Another pack that doesn't have a foil or rare in it, but considering TCG, nothing's guaranteed, or sorry, OCG, nothing's guaranteed. I think we're doing pretty well so far. We have the cover card already. We got a bunch of Dragonic diagrams. This guy is pretty cool. I don't know what it is, to be completely honest, but it's pretty cool. Ignis Heat. I remember that name. This is like the Oasis thing, and then this is like this is the zero. Because you could tell the picture's a zero. That's how I know. I can read. But I think it's a super rare in TCG, so it's kind of neat seeing that as a rare. And then we have, this looks like a Buster Blader card, so, you know, don't ask me how I knew. I thought that was a head just now, but I guess it's that little, like the Whelp guy. Dynamic Fighter. This guy got banned, so it's interesting. I like cards like this. You know, you see all of them are ready for battle. It shows the characters all together. That's cool to me. And then, sweet, we got an ultimate rare version of a Performapal monster. So let me just show that. Artwork overall strikes me as, it almost looks like Fog King, to be honest. But it says Entermate, which is Entermage, or Entermate, which is a Performapal. Performage, you know, that guy. Performapal in this case. And it says Sky Magician. So I am not familiar with this card, but it looks very, very nice. We got an ultimate rare. We'll put that in the secret rare slot for now, because to be completely honest, I think when we consider things, we no longer have ultimate rares as of Breakers of Shadow. So it'd be nice to put that in its own little spot here as kind of a, you know, honorary thing. It's kind of weird. I used to not like the ultimate rares as much for the fact that I can't see the artwork, and because sometimes like my glow up bulb is way too thin. Like I feel like I'm going to bend it every time I shuffle the deck. But I feel like now, this is the Infinity guy. So we have our set here, scales of 0 and 13. Look at that. That's crazy. But looking at the ultimate rares now, I miss them. You know, I really do feel they've grown on me. It's taken forever. I mean, I've played this game since the very beginning, and so when Soul of the Duelists came out like midway of the first generation and we ended up with ultimate rares on everything, here is the Cobra, Darlingtonia Cobra. I think it was kind of cool, but then I didn't really see how awesome they were, and now I miss them, so it's kind of sad. But we have the Spiral Serpent guy, the retrained guy. It looks like he has horns now, which is weird. I bet you those horns were removed in TCG. I'm not sure, so I'm not sure what I'm betting. But probably they're like, it's too demonic, we're getting rid of that. And honestly, it looks kind of odd, unless it's based on something culturally. I'm not sure why those horns would be there on that sea serpent. It's out of color, out of place, I think. Here is this Kakarot, Kakarooster, that guy. But yeah, we got that. Another one of these, Hammer Kong, and then what is this? Like, let's see, Kodejanham Peak Core MK3, a big core. Is this like a BES monster? It might be. I'm not certain here, but that might be what that field spell was. I was gonna say it looks kind of like Gradius, but I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure about the set. Again, blind opening here for the most part. I only know of these cards just because of discussion, of, you know, tournament coverage, you know, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see. We have another Ariel. And we're just about halfway through. We have a few packs left on this side. Overall, in terms of foil quantity, I think this is a bit lower than others, but we're only halfway there. So, oh no, this is the first pack that I've ever destroyed like that, but oh well, whatever. We got 39 of those other things. So, Baobaboon, number 2. We got another right hand, got another Sparrow, and then we got Pendulum Mucho as a rare with a scale 0. So it's kind of interesting to see that guy. They actually translated it as Pendulum Mucho in the Korean version here, which means they didn't change the name. And considering the Spanish cultures and language don't have a lot of presence in Korea, like there's not a lot of exposure to the general public there, I don't know if they would know what it is. Awesome. We got, I know this is a Zephyr guy because, you know, I saw the back of him earlier in that other card. And it looks like this thing has, let's see, Zephyra Tragmaton. I don't know. I don't think that's the name in TCG. But 3450. That's a very odd attack. Maybe this is like a crazy version of the the Draco Slayer guy. I'm not sure. But in the back here on the tail, it looks like he has like a rainbow of different hearts or symbols. It almost looks kind of like Undertale souls, so it's kind of interesting to see that on that card. I don't know what rarity that card is in TCG, so I don't know. Ultra looks nice on that, so I like that. And then we have our third in just half a box, and then this is the card that made Tyrant Neptune go bye-bye. So it's pretty cool to see that card. I don't know what that card is called. Nightingale? Something Nightingale. Set rotation, so that's nice, even though it just got limited. And then we have another Nightingale. Assembly Nightingale. What's this one? This one is let's see. Independent Nightingale. Independent Nightingale, that's what it was. So it's like my reading is kind of sporadic. I didn't grow up in Korea. I grew up in the States, and so like I recognize characters, and some words are faster for me to read than others, but you know, when I don't do it regularly, it's kind of difficult. Oh, so we got a super rare version of Haru Urara, which is the Japanese name for it's a pun, I believe, in Japan, where it has a double meaning, double entendre, if you will. It basically means ash blossom and joyous spring. So that is phenomenal. I'm going to put it up here in its own little special slot here because I think it deserves that. I think on eBay, there's some crazy people selling the Japanese and Korean versions for half of the TCG price, which right now is like 70-ish bucks. So like it's like going for 35. That's insane. I'm just keeping this one. It looks cool. No, actually, this is the one that wins you the duel, right? The trap card that wins you the duel. It looks like Fire King stuff going on in the background. It's the Spiral Serpent guy. But yeah, feeling extra nice here. This is like the Ugolum. And then we have I don't know what this field spell is. It looks like Atlantis to me, so I would think it's the Spiral Serpent. Like I see a spiral thing. And then let's see, it says Lost City Pacifus, which makes me think it's a Spiral Serpent card. But yeah, we got a Haru Urara, so you know we glad. Gonna open the bottom of this. And let's see, another Buster Fighter guy, Dragonic Fighter guy, Dynamite Fighter, Dynamic Fighter. Speedroid looks kind of weird. Looks kind of dangerous. Doesn't look like a toy like the other ones. And then this guy, I believe, was pretty useful for pendulum strategy, so that's nice to pull. This one, I have no idea what it is, but let's see, Sephra. I don't know what this is. Is this like Farewell or something? This is interesting. Just based on the artwork and the fact that we see white and rainbow here, I feel like this was a foil in TCG, but I have no way of telling because I don't know this card, to be completely honest. And Breakaway, I still think this is really, it is a funny artwork. It's just like, I'm done with you. No, I'm done with you. And then they're leaving. It's funny to see Gemini elves come back. And then we got an ultra rare. This card's artwork looks really sick, so I do like that. But what is this card? It says Das Metatron. I don't know what this is. It looks kind of like a Dragonic monster. But we got another ultra rare, and I really like that artwork. It looks so colorful. I don't know what it is. It's just like the lightning works very nice with his gold armor, the wings, the random green and red that he has on there, but it's not Christmassy because there's more gold than anything. I like it. It's cool. We have another Darlingtonia. Then this is probably a DD card, but I don't know. It looks like some sort of contract, and as far as I can tell, the only contracts we've seen lately in Yu-Gi-Oh are the DD cards, so probably that, but I don't know. I'm just going to make the assumption since it's a rare and move on. And then we have, oh, this is True King's Return, but instead of an ultra rare, it is a rare, so that's pretty interesting to see as a different rarity. It was such an important card for that theme for resources, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But yeah, it was an important card. I know it's on the list, so it must be important. And I remember pulling an ultra version of that in like one special edition I opened, so that's pretty cool to see. We have, ooh, Gatling Ghoul for Enter Mage, or Enter Mate, I'm not sure. So I think this is an ultra in TCG. Another thing to keep in mind is that OCG, since they didn't do a guaranteed foil per pack, they kept the rarities well, they always had different rarities in OCG, but they didn't increase extra rarities like TCG did. Awesome, we have ultra polymerization as a secret rare. So now here's the fun story here. First, to finish the previous thought, you have the old rarities, like the ultimate rares. Through this set, you can get a holographic rare of just the Zark, but since we pulled the Ultra, I don't know if we're going to pull a holographic. Secondly, though, in TCG, they were able to afford more upgrades to rarities because they had more slots, thanks to, more rarities being given, more higher rarities being provided in packs. Fun thing about secret rares in this set, though, in OCG anyway, is that you can get things as either super or secret rare. So this card could have been a super rare ultra polymerization, or it could have been a secret rare ultra polymerization, but we would never get an ultra rare ultra polymerization because they never wanted us to have that in the TCG or OCG, it looks like. So kind of cool to see that, to be completely honest. It looks really neat. It looks like Synchro Rings, even though it's an Xyz supporting card. Or I guess technically it does support Synchros as well. It looks kind of like the monsters are Xyz materials too, so I don't know. It's just nice to pull a secret rare from this set. We have here another Spiral Serpent supporter guy. Marksman looks kind of scared there. Like, why'd they send me on this mission solo? And let's see here. We have another set rotation, another Dragonic diagram, and then another 0. So, yeah, I mean, you can see the value in this set, right? All I really need to pull now is, in terms of variety, I feel like if I pull like a Masterpiece, the Draco Slaying King, that the annoying one, then like that's really it, right? For the most part. We have another Infinity, this time back to back with a 0, so that's interesting. I really do want a holographic rare, though. I have not pulled any holographic rares this entire year because like half the boxes I opened no longer have holographic rares in Korea. We have another Dragonic diagram. That's what, number 5 or something? That's insane. We have an Entermage Sky Pupil, which I guess is like the student for the Magician. So that's pretty cool. It is a spellcaster. I almost said magic side monster. Magic magic type monster would be like the side of magic. It says we have another one of these cards. So that's really cool, pulling just common versions of cards that are ultra in TCG. I stand corrected. I guess certain cards that are secret rares could actually have been ultras. So now we have an ultra rare ultra polymerization. I learned something new today during this opening. I know for a fact a lot of super rares can be secrets, so I assumed that it was only secrets and supers, because like, why would Haru Urara, Ash Blossom, not be an ultra? But I guess it's just more accessible in OCG, so that's interesting. But there's also foil cards tend to be given that status in OCG based on their relevance in the show, and since ultra polymerization has that relevance in the show, in the anime, it makes more sense to give it that status for the kids. So I don't know, I think it's neat that we have that difference here. We have another one of Meowth Dragon, so that has to be some sort of relevant card. I know like it looks like a Chinese dragon. I know those cats have like the coins on them, so like I feel like it probably stemmed from some sort of Chinese background. Perhaps Japan and or Korea adopted it. I don't know. It could be originally theirs. I don't know. We have another 5/6 plane. SR 5/6 plane. It's not even 56. It's 5/6. That's funny. I like that. And in Korean it says Paibu Shiksu on top, which it's 5/6, pronounced that way. Oh, we got that rank 2 Phantom Knights guy that has an amazing effect, but you can't really summon him unless you use the traps, which of course means inherently it's really slow. If he were actually generically usable for his effect in like raccoons, I'd be much more excited, but you can't do that, so too bad. We have here another Ophrys Scorpio. I think that's number 2. We got like 2 or 3 Darlingtonia Cobras already, so we're coming down on the last few packs here. I think overall we've done quite well. We got lots of Dragonic diagrams. We've got the Haru Urara, and there go the packs, or the wrappers. And another 0? Does this mean another Infinity? I hope not. I don't want to get another rare. Give me shinies. I want shiny. And let's see here. We have Bow Baboon number 3. So I like that. Got a set of those. And then not even a foil. I mean, I said I didn't want it. I think this is a Dynamist card. because it shows 2 mechanical T-Rexes, and that's probably as dynamist as you're going to get. But I'm not familiar with that card itself, so we'll just casually move on here. Last pack. Can we pull something really awesome in here? Oh, Infinity! 1 card. 1 pack after, but we ended up getting it nonetheless. But I think this was a win of a box. I'm going to go through just a quick recap of some of these. So we're going to go, we'll put that here, and we'll put that here, and we gotta put this card somewhere here too. So I'm gonna go through this stack for sure, because these are the cards where we pull different rarities, not the Darlingtonia, but we pull different rarities than we do in TCG. So I really do think this section's worth going over, because technically I guess set rotation's just a short print here, but we did get a full set of set rotation, so not a different rarity, but still pretty neat. Unfortunately, with that new list that hits spirals, probably can't use this as effectively anymore, maybe for a while, unless it changes. But we got 3 of these, which are normally ultras, and then Dragonic Diagram. We got 6 in a single box, which is insane. That's 2 play sets in a single box that cost me $20. Can you see now why I want to play OCG stuff and not TCG? But of course, if you're playing casually, I mean, these are just the next step up for proxies, because technically they're still real cards, you know, they're just a different language. Can't use them in sanctioned stores, and I guess you could consider them to be like Hobby League. The material does make it a bit different in terms of the thickness, ever so slightly. If you're playing casually though, like, you know, just don't stack and you're fine. Oh yeah, this card is another one that's definitely a different rarity. I know some of these other ones, like this, is a different rarity as well. But yeah, we got Chakanine and all that stuff. I feel like Independent Nightingale could have been a different rarity, but I'm not certain what they did with it, because they did preemptively destroy that combo before it became an issue. We got an Ash Blossom. That's what I really wanted in here. So that is such a beautiful card as a super rare. And I'd rather have the super rare version of this, because as cool as the alternate secret rare type would look, we just don't get this. Like, this is probably what it'll look like when we get it as a tin promo in the following year, following with how we've been getting secret rares like Ghost Ogre as I guess technically it was Pot of Desires and not Reaper and Winter Cherries this year, but how we've been getting secret rare foils as promos in our tins. I feel like this card just has to be a tin promo coming up if it doesn't get printed somewhere else. So it's kind of cool. We got the big forehead girl in this super rare format. I really do like that. Not sure how useful 1 copy of it's going to be, but, you know, we do have the one, so that's cool. We have the Phantom Knight guy, Gatling Ghoul. We have the BES, I'm guessing, thingy. And then we have this cool guy, Flying Dragon Chicken Worm thing that I have no clue what it is, but it looks really sick nonetheless. And I do appreciate that full foil artwork right there. So we got those. Got to be careful with Haru Urara. And then we have an ultra polymerization. We have this crazy Metatron guy, Das is like German or something. this crazy guy, which looks really, really cool. I still like that. Zephyr guy, and a copy of the cover card. Still wish this were holographic, but I'm not going to complain. We got 4 ultras, and it looks pretty nice here. And then I personally have been considering these as the slots. So I think even though in TCG we get 2 secrets now, I think historically we've always gotten 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky. So it's kind of cool to see 1 secret and 1 ultimate, which we no longer can get. I think it's fair to consider them in the same slot. Kind of bummed I didn't get the holographic rare again, but we ended up getting 1 ulti, 1 secret, 4 ultras. We got a card that is a very sought after secret, and then we got all 6 of these Dragonic Diagrams, which are secrets in TCG. So overall, if we consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 foils, and on top of that we got a bunch of rares. I think it averaged to just a little less than 1 card a pack. We only had a handful where we didn't pull anything foil, but we have things made up for, I think. You know, we got our Chakanine, we got our True King's Return. We didn't pull the Masterpiece, but we ended up getting enough Dragonic Diagrams to make 2 full decks, which is insane. 3 of the the Lady Paladin card. I don't know. I like this artwork. I think it would look cooler as the ultra rare that we have in TCG, but it's kind of nice seeing common versions of these because then you can actually see just the artwork and they're more accessible. And we got set rotation and stuff as well. So down in the comments, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I know it's a lot of random information, a lot of different cards that we saw here today, but what do you think about the differences between TCG and OCG, about changes in rarities, maintenance of certain rarities like ultimate rare, and more variety in secret rares can be other rarities? What do you think about things like Dragonic Diagram being this accessible, a pack being only 50 cents, or a box only being 20 bucks for the 40 packs? Lots of things to consider, and the opposite can be true as well. I mean, as a collector, I personally like the differences in rarity, but it's also cool having ultra versions of cards like this, secret rare versions of this in the TCG, because one, you maintain the value of those cards and that becomes a safer investment if you're not just a player of the game, but two, you also have just higher rarity stuff for the aesthetic value. So I think there are pros and cons to each, but let me know your thoughts on what you really prefer on one or the other, and any other general comments you have about this as well. And if you really enjoyed this video, let me know if you would be interested in further openings like this. I bought just a couple boxes this time, so if you haven't seen my circuit break box, you can see the link to that. If it's not in the description, it's on my channel. You might even see it on the sidebar there. But let me know. It's not necessarily I'll go and buy every set, because I'd have to be interested in this set to buy it, to be completely honest, because it takes like a couple weeks for this stuff to get to me, just because it is international shipping and they those cheapos do international with no tracking. But I would be interested in opening more boxes like this, so let me know if you'd want to see something like this, and then we can arrange something that works best for all of us. So thanks guys, this is JD Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time. This video, but if you enjoyed it, I encourage you guys to leave a like and share it so we can spread the video to as many other people who may enjoy the content as well. If you like this series, you can see more of it by clicking the video annotation on the right, or you can click the one on the left to see the last video I did. And if you really enjoyed what you saw today, then I invite you guys to subscribe to JD Gaming to see more Yu-Gi-Oh updates. Thanks guys, this is JD Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.